FWCS News for Students. We have a special report for you today about the invasive species Asian carp and how it can impact the Great Lakes. For those of you who don't know what an invasive species is, it is an organism that is not native to an ecosystem. These organisms can have negative effects on an economy and an ecosystem. Since invasive species have no natural predator, they reproduce very rapidly. They do not have a natural predator. Therefore, they tend to grow quite large. These Asian carp fish are the 6th most deadliest invasive species. The Great Lakes have had many invasive species, but the Asian carp have had the most impact of any invasive species, that have entered the Great Lakes. They reproduce so quickly and have no natural predator, they can grow up to 4 feet long and 100 pounds. Their food resources are mostly perch, plankton, plants on the lake floor, snails, mussels, aquatic insects, and crustaceans. There are 4 kinds of Asian carp. The silverhead carp were imported to control algae growth in the 1970s. Bighead carp escaped somehow from Asia or Europe. Black carp were brought to the United States to control the snail population for farmers, and grass carp were imported to America to help farmers control the aquatic grassweed. Then all those carp severely reproduced, and then spread to other water sources, and rain caused their ponds to overflow. The Great Lakes would be majorly affected if the Asian carp entered the system. The fish would cause economic troubles to the states and around the Great Lakes. They would eat perch, which is in the Great Lakes, and that is a major eating fish consumed by people. If the Asian carp ate almost all the perch, the price of perch would go up. The walleye and other fish that eat perch would be forced to move to another area to find perch. And if not, some of their population could starve. Asian carp can also hurt humans. The silver carp can jump high enough to injure a fisherman. They easily can be scared by watercraft and boats. Several reports say some people come in with broken bones, black eyes, back injuries, and concussions. In conclusion, the Asian carp would have a severe effect on the Great Lakes, more than any other invasive species. Stats about the Asian carp. They can grow up to 4 feet and 100 pounds, native to Europe and Asia, preferred habitat, large warm water rivers. Bighead and silver carp are filter fish feeders. 4 kinds of carp: bighead, silver carp, grass carp, and black carp. Fish were brought from Asia. Found in 18 states, the carp need 40 to 60 miles of free-flowing stream in order to spawn. Silver and bighead carp eat 20 pounds of plankton each day. And I also had the chance to interview Betsy from the Little River Wetlands Project. And here she is.
Hi, I'm here with FWCS News, and I'm here with Betsy from Eagle Marsh regarding the Asian carp. So, Betsy, how do you think the Asian carp will affect the Great Lakes?
Well, if the Asian carp are able to successfully get into the Great Lakes, they will impact it by pretty much removing the first basic level of the food chain, since they eat phytoplankton, which is the small things in the water table. Basically, since they grow to be 100 pounds by eating microscopic organisms, they don't really leave a lot for other fish to eat. And so if they get into the Great Lakes, they'll reduce the fish population of our native fishes.
Okay, thank you. Can I ask you one more question?
Yes.
What are some of the things your staff members are doing to prevent the Asian carp?
Well, right now, we have a chain link fence across our nature preserve to make sure that adult Asian carp do not cross over and start reproducing in the Great Lakes. And so 3 times a week we have a staff person that walks along that fence to make sure that there's no problems, they're still intact, nothing has happened to to allow any of the Asian carp to be able to travel through. And then another thing, I am in meetings with a lot of different government agencies that are working on making a permanent basin separation, so something a little bit stronger than just a chain link fence to separate the watersheds of the Great Lakes and the Mississippi River Basin.
Okay, thank you. Can I ask you one more question?
Yes.
Have you seen a lot of Asian carp at Eagle Marsh?
There have not been any Asian carp at Eagle Marsh. They are swimming at the mouth of the Little River in Huntington, where the Little River meets the Wabash River, and they've been there for quite some time. But the University of Notre Dame has come and done eDNA tests, and they found no Asian carp in the Little River, at Eagle Marsh, or in the St. Mary's River. So there are no Asian carp at Eagle Marsh.
Okay, thank you.
And that was Betsy from Little River Wetlands Project. I'm sorry. And I also interviewed another person. His name is Gary Billings. He is a recreational fisherman on Lake Erie, which is in the Great Lakes. Here's his opinion.
Okay.
Hi, I'm here with Gary Billings, a recreational fisherman on Lake Erie and the Great Lakes. So, Gary, how long have you been fishing in the Great Lakes?
Oh, good question. Let's see. Probably, 30 plus years. Let me put it that way, okay? 30 plus.
Okay, one more question. If the Asian carp got into the Great Lakes, do you think they would have effect on your fishing?
Oh, it had a huge effect on the fishing, yes. Where I fish in the Great Lakes, Port Clinton area, they call the walleye capital of the world. And it's a perfect little mecca for the, for walleye living and reharvesting and reproducing and everything else. They have the perfect amount of bait fish, perch, everything that they're the areas that they're able to hide out at, and it would, first thing it would do would be more competition for the bait fish that they're eating. Second thing, it would mess up the whole ecological, the giddy up of the whole lake that we have. We would probably see, the walleyes go somewhere else. To be honest with you, they kind of go north into Canada. It would probably flush out the walleyes, and we would have Asian carp then reproducing at an astronomical rate, just the way the walleyes are right now. Like I said, they would not. The carp seem to be able to reproduce at such a great rate that the walleye would get squashed out. My opinion. Well, that's not a scientific opinion, but that from a fisherman's standpoint, it's a very touchy ecological system. It took them a long time to get the lake cleaned up, to get the fish, into such an order that was perfect, that the big fish are able to survive and reproduce and still have enough for the walleye to feed on. So that's a captain's opinion on it anyway.
All right, thank you very much, Gary. Thank you for the time.
Okay, very good. You guys have a great day.
Yep, you too.
And that was Gary Billings, a recreational fisherman on Lake Erie. But that is all the time we have today for FWCS Student News. And this is why people need to be aware of these fish. Have a good day, folks.